Well, I came into the role as what I thought was fairly experienced. I am, however, primarily trying to get every part of this business on the same page. It seems as if every department has a different interpretation of policies, decisions being made, and expected results. I want the expectations to be uniform so that the business will run more efficiently and effectively. I really want to represent the IT department as an asset to the company. I want this department to be seen as a source of revenue increase. Being that our CEO is observing departmental spending budgets, I need to be able to show him a plan on how we can increase revenue within a certain budget. I am the only other person that is involved in this process besides him.
All of that sounds great, Joe. It's important to have viable resources available to create a plan like you're talking about. I know from doing my own research on Alpha Group that last year was a great year for you guys. You were up 10% in sales, and that you're trending to do the same thing this year. So, could you help me actualize the amount of growth he wants to see? And in addition, I just want to be sure that I heard you correctly when you say it's just you and the CEO that are responsible for the buying process, correct?
Yeah, he and I are the only two involved in the buying process, which is still in early stages. He wants to see a 16% increase in revenue this year, a 6% increase over last year. My thoughts are that I can make an impact from multiple angles by reducing spending within the IT department and initializing a new toolkit application that is available to our customers. This application will contain tools that aid the reception of our plans for development, structural design, and the engineering processes our customers are needing assistance with. This is a concept that I believe will set us apart from our competitors. However, with my minimal budget experience, I'm just not sure where to start.
This is an interesting concept, Joe. I like your mindset of setting Alpha Group apart from the competition. Going back to the budgeting process, tell me what it is you're looking for as far as information. Is there certain information you're in search of, or are you kind of just looking to start from scratch?
To be honest with you, I think I'd like to start from scratch. I want to present this in a way that builds the relationship of the IT department with the rest of the business units.
I see what you're saying. Building a budget is tough, and finding the resources necessary to build that budget is often just as tough, if not tougher. Something I found is that databases are crucial for this type of task. What if I told you that there's one database that has access to all of this information?
That would be extremely helpful. I mean, especially within a timeline of just 3 weeks, any time I can get back on my schedule would be very helpful.
Awesome. Well, I'm happy to say that Gartner actually has a product that directly affects this need. We'll talk about it momentarily. In the meantime, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear more about the toolkit you mentioned earlier. I know your intent of the product, but what will set it apart from something else similar in the industry?
It is important for any business today to be unique in their approach to satisfy customer needs. In the development industry, our demand is based on the status of the economy. If the economy doesn't permit companies investing in new developments, then there is not a demand for our services. Therefore, being above the competition is extremely important. This cool toolkit will be designed so that the customer will be able to access development plans, submit revisions, ask questions about their plans, and many other features. However, I'm not sure how to present this to the CEO.
Once again, I can't mention enough how great of an idea it is to promote company growth using this toolkit. Um, so you mentioned that you're unsure of how to present this. So would having somebody like a mentor or an advisor help you in this process? Maybe somebody that's been in your shoes, that's been a CIO before, that's had to build these relationships. If Gartner had a solution similar to what I'm talking about, would you be interested to hear about it?
Well, yeah, of course. Having the advice of somebody who's done this before is always helpful. I always tell my employees you can learn something new every single day.
Awesome, awesome. I couldn't agree more. So I just want to recap what we've talked about thus far, about your needs as far as what you're looking for to help support your business. Your CEO is expecting growth of 16% this year. In order to do so, you need to design a new budget that not only reduces spending, but also maximizes sales growth. You have an idea to grow sales that involves a toolkit. However, you're just uncertain of how to approach the situation and present it to the CEO and the rest of the business leads. Does all this sound kind of correct?
Yeah, you summed that up perfectly, actually.
Perfect. Awesome. Well, then let us begin discussing how I think Gartner would be able to help you grow in this business the way you want it to. With your ideas and our products, I believe that together we could drive some great results for Alpha Group throughout the next year.